Have you ever wondered who laid the groundwork for our understanding of the world? Who were the thinkers that shaped the way we perceive reality? Today, we are going to embark on a fascinating journey into the past, exploring the thoughts and contributions of key philosophers from Epicurus to Plato. These intellectual pioneers have left an indelible mark on our philosophical landscape, profoundly shaping our perception of the world. So, buckle up as we journey back in time to unravel the minds that shaped our philosophical landscape. First stop, we meet Epicurus, a philosopher who believed in the pursuit of pleasure. Epicurus, born in the year 341 before the Common Era, advocated an interesting perspective on what constitutes the good life. He championed Epicureanism, a philosophy that placed pleasure at the center of a well-lived life. But don't get it twisted, Epicurus wasn't all about wild parties and reckless hedonism. Instead, he promoted the idea of simple, modest pleasures. A good conversation, a satisfying meal, a quiet moment of reflection. These were the joys that Epicurus held dear. He also emphasized the importance of avoiding pain and pursuing tranquility. To Epicurus, a life free from disturbance and distress was the ultimate goal. He encouraged us to seek out peace both in our surroundings and within ourselves. Epicurus taught us to seek pleasure, avoid pain, and find tranquility in our lives. Next, we encounter Diogenes, a man who lived his philosophy. A champion of what we now call cynicism, Diogenes was a figure who championed radical simplicity, rejecting the trappings of society and conventional norms. He chose to live on the streets of Athens, in a barrel no less, demonstrating his commitment to a life of minimalism and self-sufficiency. Diogenes was not merely a philosopher who pondered on abstract ideas, but one who fully embodied his beliefs. He sought virtue over wealth, wisdom over popularity, and autonomy over power. His actions, often outrageous and provocative, were intended to challenge the status quo and provoke thought. This eccentric philosopher carried a lantern in broad daylight, claiming he was searching for an honest man, starkly symbolizing the rarity of authenticity and virtue in society. His life was a living testament to his philosophy. Diogenes showed us that living simply and virtuously can be a form of rebellion. Before Socrates, there were thinkers who laid the groundwork for philosophical inquiry. The pre-Socratic era was a time of intellectual exploration and discovery, marked by the profound contributions of philosophers like Empedocles, Anaxagoras, and Parmenides. Empedocles was a philosopher with a radical proposition. He proposed the theory of the four classical elements: earth, air, fire, and water. These elements, he believed, were the fundamental building blocks of the universe. But Empedocles didn't stop there. He introduced the concept of love and strife as the driving forces behind the interaction of these elements. Love brought them together, and strife pulled them apart. In this way, Empedocles offered an explanation for change and diversity in the world around us. Then there was Anaxagoras, another pre-Socratic philosopher who made a significant impact with his idea of nous, or mind. According to Anaxagoras, this divine mind or intellect was the organizing principle of the cosmos. It was nous that arranged the elements into the world we see today. Anaxagoras' concept of a cosmic mind set the stage for later thinkers like Plato and greatly influenced their ideas. Parmenides, on the other hand, took a different approach. He is known for his metaphysical ideas, particularly his concept of being. According to Parmenides, being is unchanging and eternal. He argued that change is an illusion, a radical idea that challenged the conventional wisdom of his time. Parmenides' concept of an unchanging being had a significant impact on subsequent philosophers, including Plato, and shaped the course of metaphysical thought. These philosophers, Empedocles with his elemental theory and concepts of love and strife, Anaxagoras with his divine nous, and Parmenides with his unchanging being, laid the groundwork for centuries of philosophical inquiry. They dared to question, to explore, and to propose theories about the world and our place in it. Empedocles, Anaxagoras, and Parmenides gave us a new way to perceive the world. Their insights continue to resonate today, challenging us to look beyond appearances and to seek deeper understanding. Moving forward, we meet Zeno, Pythagoras, and Heraclitus. Three minds, three unique perspectives that enriched the sphere of philosophical thought. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, steered philosophy towards virtue, rationality, and acceptance of fate. Stoicism, a school of thought that still resonates today, places emphasis on virtue as the highest good. It teaches us to maintain composure in the face of life's tumultuous waves, to accept what we cannot change, and to find serenity in this acceptance. Zeno's teachings remind us of the importance of rationality and the power of the human mind to shape our experiences. Turning our attention to Pythagoras, we find a man known worldwide for his mathematical theorem, but his contributions to metaphysical and ethical thought are equally profound. Pythagoras introduced a blend of mysticism and philosophy, viewing numbers as the ultimate reality. His belief in the transmigration of souls and the harmony of spheres provided a distinct perspective to the philosophical discourse of his time. Finally, we encounter Heraclitus, the philosopher of flux and fire. Heraclitus's doctrine of constant change is encapsulated in his famous saying, "You cannot step into the same river twice." For Heraclitus, everything changes continuously. Permanence is but an illusion. He saw the world as an eternal fire, with measures of it kindling and measures going out. This metaphor of fire illustrates the constant state of flux in the universe, a concept that continues to fuel philosophical debates today. Zeno, Pythagoras, and Heraclitus each added a unique perspective to philosophical thought. From Zeno's stoic acceptance of fate, to Pythagoras's belief in the mystical power of numbers, and Heraclitus's understanding of the universe as an ever-changing fire, these philosophers broadened the horizons of intellectual inquiry. Their teachings, their perspectives, their questions continue to shape our understanding of the world, reminding us of the rich tapestry of thought that philosophy truly is. Now we come to Socrates, a man known for his questions. Socrates, a pivotal figure in Western philosophy, was well known for his unique approach to gaining wisdom. This approach, known as the Socratic method, involved asking probing questions to expose contradictions and stimulate critical thinking. It's a bit like peeling an onion. Each question uncovers a new layer of understanding. But why did Socrates favor this method? Well, he believed that the answers to life's big questions were within us all. We just needed a little prompting to bring them out. His method was not about providing answers, but about fostering self-discovery. And the impact of his questioning method? Immense. His influence can be seen in the works of Plato, his most famous student, who then influenced Aristotle and countless others. In fact, the Socratic method is still used today in various fields, from education to law. Socrates left us with a powerful tool, the art of questioning. Finally, we reach Plato, a student of Socrates. This exemplary philosopher delicately wove his thoughts into the fabric of dialogues, a literary form he virtually invented. These dialogues were not just simple exchanges of ideas, but intricate tapestries of conversation that brought philosophical concepts to life. Plato's dialogues spanned an array of topics, each one a testament to the breadth and depth of his intellectual prowess. His exploration of ethics, for instance, took us from the personal to the societal level, providing insights on virtue, justice, and the good life. One of his most famous dialogues, The Republic, paints a picture of an ideal society, offering us food for thought on what makes a just and harmonious community. In the realm of politics, Plato's dialogues stirred the pot, challenging conventional wisdom and prodding us to think critically about governance. He questioned the efficacy of democracy, proposed the rule of philosopher kings, and dissected the dynamics of power and leadership. When it came to metaphysics, Plato's dialogues were a playground for thought experiments. He introduced us to the theory of forms, suggesting a world beyond our physical reality where perfect eternal forms exist. This challenged our understanding of reality, prompting us to question what is real and what is mere illusion. Epistemology, the study of knowledge, was another domain Plato delved into. His dialogues examined the nature of knowledge and belief, and the line that separates the two. The allegory of the cave, a potent metaphor for enlightenment and ignorance, remains a powerful symbol in philosophical discourse. In essence, Plato's dialogues were a masterclass in philosophy, each one a journey into the depths of thought and understanding. They were and remain a beacon for seekers of wisdom, a testament to the power of dialogue in unearthing profound truths. His dialogues, rich in insight and teeming with intellectual vigor, continue to shape our understanding of the world. So we have traveled through time, meeting the philosophers who have shaped our understanding of the world. From Epicurus' pursuit of pleasure, Diogenes' radical simplicity, the pre-Socratic philosophers' cosmic perspectives, to Socrates' art of questioning, and Plato's dialogues, each has left an indelible mark on philosophical thought. These philosophers challenged norms, sought truth, and explored the nature of reality, shaping our comprehension of existence. Remember, philosophy is not just about understanding the world, it's about understanding ourselves. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring.